in electrical engineering, mechanical engineering, accounting, finance, marketing, biomedical engineering, whatever program you're studying, you're not only learning the theory, but you're learning how to work in that field. So the programs do have internships and co-ops and industry projects and things like that. So we also make sure that you get some real life experience. But beyond that, within the classroom, you will also be doing tasks that relate to those jobs. Okay, so it's a very applied technical institute. I'll play a very short video for you. Oh, in fact, just give me 1 second here. I need to.
The world has always moved in unexpected ways. It's constantly shifting and evolving. You can try waiting for it to stop, or you can jump in and start shaping your future. Visionaries needed. Trailblazers needed. Game changers needed. You're needed. BCIT, education for a complex world.
David, just to make sure, did you?
We did not see the hello.
Oh.
We did not see the video.
Sorry, let me try that again.
But I can see the video. I think you are co-host already.
Okay.
Can you find it again? Guys, can you see now? I can see the video.
I can see.
You can see?
Can see it.
Okay,
All right.
all good.
Let me try. Let me start it again. Sorry.
The world has always moved in unexpected ways. It's constantly shifting and evolving. You can try waiting for it to stop, or you can jump in and start shaping your future. Visionaries needed. Trailblazers needed. Game changers needed. You're needed. BCIT, education for a complex world.
Okay, so BCIT at a glance, we have between 46 and 50,000 students at BCIT, and about we have 5 campuses all around the lower mainland of Vancouver. So Vancouver's not a huge city, but you can get from one campus to another in about 30 minutes. However, when you study at BCIT, you will probably only need to go to one campus. It's rare that students go to 2 different campuses for classes. Possibly in some business programs, but not really, generally speaking, are you going to go to different campuses? So we do have a great aerospace campus. It's really the best that I've seen anywhere. It is the largest post-secondary aerospace training facility. Our downtown campus is our tech hub, and the Burnaby campus is our main campus. All right, now if you're not sure where Vancouver is, we're on the west coast of Canada. Canada is a very large country, but we're in the southwest corner, very close to the US border. It's a very beautiful city, Vancouver. This is our downtown core. You can see the mountains in the background there. Very nice, just such a nice environment to live in.
Michael, I think let me mute all of them first. I think there's a
Thank you.
noise from the background. Okay, now I think, okay, all good. You can unmute yourself again.
Okay, is that okay now? Can everyone hear me now? Yes? Yes, I think so. Okay. Okay, so yeah, Vancouver again is ranked one of the best cities in the world for a number of criteria. And again, we have about 300 programs available to international students. We have 5 campuses, 46, right now we have about 46,000 students, about 5,000 international students, and we have over 200,000 alumni. It's a big institution. And again, the 5 campuses, the main campus is in Burnaby, and Burnaby is just a suburb of Vancouver. The downtown campus is right downtown. Aerospace campus is near the airport. Annacis Island campus is where we do the heavy duty truck technology, a really fantastic program. And then we have a marine campus as well. So again, why BCIT? Well, first and foremost, our students, our graduates are in high demand. So 98% of our bachelor degree students will find a job within the first 6 months of graduating. That's an unprecedented kind of statistic, right? You don't usually hear that. But the reasons are very simple, right? We deliver applied, practical education. So you're getting hands-on experience, and our training facilities are state-of-the-art. Again, we deliver work integrated learning. So it's not just co-ops, practicums, internships, but in BCIT, your teachers are faculty who come from industry. They're not researchers. They don't come to BCIT to do research. They come here to teach students to do the jobs that they did in their industry. So you're learning from people who know how to do the work. And then we also have several modes of delivery. We do regular intensive daytime programs, and then we also have flexible programs that are available in the evening. Now, one of the so let me explain something. Again, at BCIT, our faculty are not researchers. They are industry practitioners who come to BCIT to teach. So they bring to you all the knowledge of that industry. But after they've worked at BCIT for 4 or 5 years, they may lose touch with what's happening in their industry. So how do we make sure that we keep in touch with industry? We have program advisory committees. So a program advisory committee is a number of people. Each program has a separate advisory committee. And they invite people from different companies around the Vancouver area who are involved in the work associated with the program. So here, I've got an example here of chemical environmental technology. This is a program, it's a great program, in fact, and these students who go into this program, 94% of them will find a job when they graduate. Some of them won't go directly out of the diploma and to get a job. They will continue on for 2 more years and do the degree, because that's the way the program is structured. 2-year diploma, then 2-year degree. But most of the students don't go on to the degree right away. They might come back later and finish the degree. After a 2-year diploma, you're ready to work and you'll get good jobs from these diplomas. So chemical environmental is one of these very special programs where most of the students just get a job, you know, even before they graduate from their 2-year diploma. But you can see the people in the advisory committee. So here, the first one is a manager for Canfor Pulp Innovation. The second is the executive vice president for EnviroLeach Technologies. This one is the inorganic product line leader for Perkin-Elmer Life and Analytical Sciences. David Houghton is the project engineer for ACOM. So different companies, different people, different jobs, but their role is to advise our faculty on what is changing in the industry. Because again, our faculty worked in the industry, but they might lose touch with what's happening in industry if they're out of it for a few years. So this is how we make sure that whatever we teach you, it's current. This is what the industry is telling us they need. They need people who have certain skills and knowledge. They tell us that. So that's what we teach you. So very important. And when you look at the kind of companies, oh, sorry, different slide. The kind of companies that they come from are very high, like very big, important companies often. There are small ones as well, but we have Google and Microsoft and Amazon, all kinds of big companies that support us through the program advisory committees. And again, what it all comes down to is that 98% of our students from our degree programs will find a job right out of school. If you're doing a diploma, the number is a little bit lower, 91%. But remember, to do a degree, you must first do a diploma. So some of the students don't go look for a job when they graduate. They continue for 2 more years and finish a degree. But if you look at a diploma like this one, heavy duty truck technology, this is a program where 100% of the students get a job when they graduate, because the industry is in such need of employees, of technicians. They hire everybody that we train. Okay, so some programs, the postgraduate employment rates are a little bit lower. Like right now, if you're interested in digital arts, like our 3D modeling art and animation program is a great program, but industry is not hiring right now. So the postgraduate employment for that program is 74 or 75%. It's not very high, but then you have heavy duty truck technology, it's 100%. So it balances out after when you look at all of the different programs. The average postgraduate employment rate is 91% for the diplomas, 98% for the degrees. Just a couple of our graduates as examples. This student from Kazakhstan was just a great student. He and his brother came to BCIT during the pandemic, actually, and they just did such a great job. They got involved in everything at BCIT. They were on the student association. They started a small company. This fellow had a job even before he graduated, and now he's gone on to have 2 or 3 different jobs after that. I keep in touch with him. He's very very active individual. And then we have another person here, Ria de Guzman. So she was from the Philippines, from Manila, and she was already a broadcaster in Manila, but she decided to come to BCIT to improve her broadcast skills, and she did our 2-year diploma in broadcast online journalism, and she had a job at Omni News right at graduation. So just some great testimonials. Now at BCIT, there are 6 different schools. There's the School of Business, School of Academic Studies, Computing and Academic Studies, School of Construction and the Environment, School of Engineering, School of Health Sciences, School of Energy, School of Transportation. Construction, environment, and energy are where you will find electrical, mechanical, civil engineering, architecture, chemical, environmental technology, mechatronics and robotics. Health science, there aren't a lot of programs available to international students. There's only about 5. And the reason is simple. The government requires BCIT to produce enough nurses and technicians for our hospitals and clinics in Vancouver and BC. So we can't train a lot of international students. Now, like I said earlier, there are 2 modes of study, regular and flexible. Regular programs, you don't register for the courses. We give you your schedule each term, and it's very intensive. Okay, you're doing 7 to 11 courses each term. Tuition is about 22,000 Canadian per year. And your English requirements are IELTS 6.5 or Duolingo 120. In the flexible programs, it's you register yourself in each course, and you have to do a minimum of 9 credits per term. If you're doing 9 credits, then you are full-time. And you pay for each course by course. Oh, per year, it's going to be a little bit cheaper, but you're not taking as many credits. Okay, so if you do the same program in the regular and the flexible, it'll take you a lot more time to do it in flexible mode. And the English requirements are a little bit lower. Now, this is an example of one of the regular daytime programs. So it's a diploma, but you can see it's 136.5 credits. In Canada, 120 credits is a bachelor degree in most universities and colleges. So what BCIT, what we do is a lot more training. It's very intensive. You are working in school 30 hours a week. You have 30 hours of homework. So it's really full-time, like doing a job and a half. But look at all of the courses in level 1. All of the courses are related to geomatics. And this is a great program, by the way. The postgraduate employment rates for this program are also like 95, 96%. So most of these students get a job right out of the diploma. If you want, you can do the 2-year diploma and do the 2-year degree right after. But most of the students do the 2-year diploma and just go get a job. And then maybe they come back and do the degree later, because you will get a better job with a degree than a diploma because you have more education. But again, here's a 2-year diploma in geomatics, and every single course is related to geomatics. So when you come out of this diploma, you have more education than a student who did a 4-year degree in another university. Because when you go to a regular university or college, the first year or year and a half, you're only studying general education courses, psychology and sociology and just general ed courses. But at BCIT, every course you take is related to your program, to your subject. So again, our students come out of a 2-year diploma with more education than students who do a 4-year degree. But it's very intensive. So you have to be prepared to work very hard. Now, in the flexible mode, this is the computer systems certificate program. And there are no terms here because you have to register for 3 courses each term. And the program head of the program would give you a study plan so you know which courses to register each term. But it's very relaxed. You're studying maybe 3 evenings or 2 evenings and 1 weekend every week. So it's really much easier of a schedule. And another example from the finance program, financial management, again, 57.5 credits. It's very small. It's a certificate, but this would take you 2 years to do. Here are some examples of some programs that are very popular, that have fantastic postgraduate employment rates. So again, heavy duty truck technology, 100%, everybody gets a job. Mineral exploration, mining technology. This program, if you have a diploma, the postgraduate rate is not great, but if you have a degree, it's 100%. Everybody gets a job. And the money they make, the salary is very, very high in the mining industries. General insurance and risk management, and 98% of the students find a job. Marketing management, it's a very, very popular program. Broadcast online journalism, again, fantastic program. Geomatics, engineering technology, chemical environmental technology, all very just excellent programs with high postgraduate employment rates. And then in the flexible learning options, there's lots of different programs to consider. Okay. Please follow us on Instagram or Facebook if you can. Just look for BCIT International. And if you have any questions on BCIT, you can ask David and his team. They're very knowledgeable and they're very supportive of our students. So I thank them very much for all they do to help our students. And now we'll move on to questions.
Thank you so much, Michael. Thank you so much for the insightful presentations. So guys, if you have any questions, please type it in the chat box. If you want to ask directly, I will allow you to unmute yourself, and you can unmute yourself and ask directly as well. Either in English or Burmese, you can ask both way. So let's go for Q&A. I think I have the first questions, probably. So Michael, basically, so in Myanmar, in terms of our education system, so we have the local education system, which is grade 11, okay? But we are going to have grade 12 from this year. And we have another education system, which is, I think, UK British curriculum, which is IGCSE O-level, okay? So I would like to know, because in Canada, some of the schools, they accept the student to direct diploma, but some of the schools, they don't, you know? So what about BCIT? I would like to know about BCIT. I think you're mute.
Thank you, David. I'm going to go back to the website and show you. I'm going to just take a program here, Chemical Environmental Technology. When you look at the entrance requirements, you can see for this program, you need English, math, and chemistry.
Yep.
Chemistry is from grade 12 and math is from grade 12. Now,
Also 12.
Yeah, so if you look at entrance requirements, equivalencies, it'll show you international high school equivalencies. And I don't think we have Myanmar on here.
Yeah,
No,
I
it's not
think
here.
there's no Myanmar.
But if you're doing IG, is it more like the UK, David, or?
Yeah, it is from UK, IG,
Yeah. Okay.
GCSE.
Right, so IGCSE, so the international GCSE, right? So
Yep.
So if they have a general certificate of secondary education, then they will be recognized for our grade,
Okay.
grade 11, right?
Okay.
If they
Yep.
need, if the program requires grade 12, in this case, chemistry and pre-calc, then they would need the
ES or
A to
A-level.
have A levels.
Okay, got it.
Okay. And then the equivalency chart below, it depends on whether it's a 40% pass scale or if they're using letter grades or a 9-point scale.
9-point scale,
But
yeah.
these are the equivalencies.
Got it. Got it. Thank you.
Now, if there are some programs that do not require grade 12. So let me go back here. And heavy duty truck technology is one of those examples.
Okay.
Page. This one.
Yeah.
So if you look at the entrance requirements, I mean, students from Myanmar are always going to need to do an English test, right? So
yep.
We'll take the IELTS or TOEFL or Duolingo.
Okay.
And for this program, the equivalency for English 12, 50% would be Duolingo 105,
yeah.
IELTS 6.0.
Got it.
So not too high. then they need pre-calc 11 or math 11 with a 50%. So again, for the IGCSE, they wouldn't need the A levels.
Got it. So they can just apply with IGCSE, right?
Yeah. And if
Got
they're
it.
coming out of the just a regular education system in Myanmar,
Yep.
then they would be able to apply for this as long as they
Okay.
had an IELTS or TOEFL or Duolingo score.
Got it.
We can
Thank
take their
you.
math from the regular high schools as well.
Got it. Thank you so much. So I think there are some questions. So the first question is, okay, my son studied 30 credit at one of the college. I think it is in, I think probably Columbia College, right, Emma? So I think, so there is one question. I think this is for Hassan. So Hassan is currently studying at Columbia College, and he already studied 30 credits, and he want to move to BCIT. So it is a wise choice if he move to BCIT in this September, or only after associate degree he switched to BCIT. What do you suggest?
So the problem with articulating from another school, it depends. Like, we can take transfer credit, yes, but
Yep.
they have to do the same courses that we require in our program. So
Okay.
like I said earlier, we don't have general education courses.
Okay.
We, right from the start, we're teaching subject matter courses. So this, at Columbia College, if he studied for 1 year and did 30 credits, that would, some of the courses he might be able to get course credit for,
Okay.
but probably not all of them.
Got it.
Now, what program would he be interested in? What kind of program? A technology engineering type of program, or a business program, trades program? What kind of program?
Yeah. Emma, can you be
This-
specific about which program you want to apply? So I think you can probably answer. Okay, while we're waiting for, there is another questions. So can I apply with American grade 12 plus Duolingo 110? What is the minimum requirement to get accepted to either diploma or bachelor for Duolingo?
Duolingo, it depends if the program requires, like heavy duty truck technology, I just showed you Duolingo 105. But
Yep.
if you want to do any of the technology or business programs, you would need 120.
Okay, got
So,
it.
but so Momo, did you do English in grade 12 in the US?
You can unmute yourself.
Because we could possibly take your grade 12 English from your high school.
You can talk to directly, if you want to unmute yourself. So guys, when you are asking question, it's better if you can mention what program you want to study, because there is a different requirement for business, IT, engineering, So if you don't mention which program you want to study, he cannot give you a specific answer in terms of those programs. And there's another question. Can I transfer to high ranking university like University of Toronto and UBC after finishing diploma in BCIT? You're mute.
Sorry, I don't remember muting myself.
Yes.
So yes, the general answer is yes, you can definitely transfer to other universities. But again, let me show you something here. If I look at the courses for chemical environmental, again, they're all subject matter courses. So at usually a transfer college gives you the general education courses, but our courses at BCIT are more like year 2, 3, and 4 at a university. So when you transfer to a university, they may give you credit for these courses that you did in the diploma, but again, you're doing like 139.5 credits. That's more than a bachelor degree at U of T or UBC. So typically what happens, our students don't transfer to universities. Students from UBC and U of T and other universities, they come to BCIT. So they'll usually, 70% of our students come to BCIT after they've gone to a college or university, because you can graduate from U of T and UBC, but not be able to find a job. And that's what happens a lot of the time. Students can't get a job. They got a degree, it's lovely, from UBC or U of T, but they can't get a job because they had no training. In those programs, they're research universities, right? Their focus is on research. So those students, unfortunately, after 4 years of study, finding a job is not easy. They come to BCIT for our 2-year diplomas, and it's the 2-year diploma that gets them a job. So, it depends on the program, really, whether if you apply from from BCIT to UBC, it depends on the program, whether or not they're going to take you and give you full credit for all your courses. But let me just look at something here. So again, this is chemical environmental technology, right? In this program, they tell you already which degrees you can go to. So Lakehead University, Royal Roads University, they both take our students directly from our diploma into their degree. But most of the students, I'm telling you, they continue at BCIT for 2 more years and finish our environmental engineering degree or forensic investigation degree. So it's 2-year diploma in chemical environmental, 2-year degree in environmental engineering. But some of them may choose to go to Lakehead or Royal Roads. And then others may apply to UBC or U of T if they have a suitable program. Okay.
Got it.
Back to Momo was asking about, so software engineering, Momo, it's very competitive. And with a Duolingo score of 110, you don't even qualify. But even if you have a Duolingo score of 120, that's the minimum. It's such a competitive program. Even with a Duolingo of 120, you might not get accepted. If you wanted to do something like chemical environmental or geomatics or a business program, 120 is fine in Duolingo. But for software engineering, you would need a higher score.
So I think there is another question. So, is it possible to work in industry in Canada with diploma from BCIT program? I'm interested in is finance management and risk management, because I think a lot of this kind of program, they usually require, a bachelor's degree for most of the students to get a job. So I think this question probably only after diploma, is it easy to get without going to a bachelor maybe?
Okay, let me show you. This program, General Insurance and Risk Management, is a 2-year diploma. Graduating and jobs. So there are currently more job opportunities in insurance and risk management than there are qualified applicants. You see that?
Yeah.
Now, if I scroll down, there's a survey. 97% of our graduates were able to find a job. 44% in less than a month. Another 36% in under 2 months. Another 12% in 3 to 4 months. So out of, 97%. So let me explain why. When you look at the courses in this program, so the first year in business courses, it's all general business courses, okay? And then in second year, now you're doing all of the insurance related courses. Fourth semester, liability insurance, loss adjusting, sales, principle of underwriting, risk control, etc. 114.4 credits, 0.5 credits. So just a little bit less than what a university bachelor degree would be. But this is 2 years. So it's very, very intensive, very focused on your industry. So absolutely 97% of our students from this program get a job just with the diploma.
Thank you, Michael. So I think this is more like a visa related questions. Let me answer it for you, Barry. Is that easy for visa if I attend BCIT applying for cybersecurity in the September intake? So I think in terms of, most undergraduate student, the current visa success rate from Myanmar is relatively around 80%. So if your background is good and you have all the financial related documents. For postgraduate program, I think it is around 55 to 60%. Okay. So there's another question, from Momo again. Are there any academic challenging or difficulty that I'll face if I attend BCIT? Because I had that BCIT much harder than any other college or university.
It is. I'm not going to lie. It's tough. And when you look at your schedule, so the business programs are easier. Right. I showed you before chemical environmental, it's 139 credits, but this business program is 114 credits. So the schedule is a little bit less, but it is, you're learning from people from industry. So they were not educators to start. They worked in their industry and then they became industry educators, but they approached the teaching from almost like a mentoring perspective, right? They want you to succeed. They want you to do well in the industry because it reflects on them. So they're going to push you hard, but they're going to support you. As hard as they push you, they're going to support you that hard as well. The schedule is hard because you're in school 30 hours a week. You have probably 25 to 30 hours of homework. It's not an easy schedule, but there are lots of supports at BCIT. We have free peer tutoring all week, I think 3 or 4 days a week. Again, the faculty are very supportive. We have a fantastic international student center where we provide all kinds of services to our students. But yeah, I'm not going to lie to you. You're going to have to work hard. If you want a nice, fun university experience, you don't come to BCIT. You come to BCIT to study hard so that when you graduate, getting a job is easy. But again, 70% of our students, they went to university first, they didn't get a job, then they come to BCIT. And by that point, they know how to work hard. But for a lot of students coming straight out of high school, they may not be ready for BCIT. You have to be a little bit more mature and you have to be able to manage your time. Make sure that you go to classes, make sure you do your homework. It's not like an easy educational experience. In some universities, basically if you show up for class, everybody passes. At BCIT, you actually have to work hard. But again, don't forget, we have that lots of free tutoring for students and lots of other resources. We want our students to pass, but at the end of the day, you have to do the hard work.
So I think Paumintan, you want to ask something, right? I saw you unmute yourself recently.
Yeah, I've been trying to think of a way to join in on the conversation, but I didn't know how.
Okay, please do.
Yeah, thanks for noticing. This is not like a serious question, it's just like an icebreaker type. I heard that students are placed in sets. Is that true? Like you're in the
Yes.
same class. I see. So is there like any chance for you to like work with people from other programs, or are you just gonna be stuck with the same group?
You're pretty much stuck with your same group,
Okay,
except in the broadcast programs.
all right.
So those are very interesting. We have three programs: radio, art, and entertainment, broadcast and online journalism, and television and video production. And those three programs interact a lot because, you know, somebody's going to be behind the camera recording somebody. Somebody's going to be writing script, and then you've got somebody who's going to be in front of the camera, you know, who's doing a news report or something like that. So there's a lot of interaction between them. But in the other programs, no, when you're studying, so this one I pulled up here, computer systems technology. Again, very intense program. All of these courses are just related to computing. So there's not really a lot of opportunity to work outside of your group. There are projects, but the projects are going to be related to companies, usually to industry. So in the computer system technology program, I think we accept 30 international and 120 domestic every semester. And so that will be 6 sets of 25, let's say. And you won't be necessarily studying with the same 25 students all throughout, but you'll be studying with those same 150 students. All your classes are going to be with those students.
So like the CST program is like, seems like it's pretty hard to get into then. Competitive, I guess.
It is competitive, although last year or this year, September 2023, we didn't have as many applications. The year before we had about over 200. This year we had under 150. So I think what's happening is because this is a very competitive program. So rather than apply to this, if students don't have high math and English, then they're going for the part-time flexible program. Sorry, it's not this one, it's a certificate. This one. Computer systems certificate. It's what we call flexible for international students. So you have to study 9 credits per term, but this is a much more relaxed format. You're only taking 3 courses per semester, but it'll take you longer. This is not competitive. This one, if you have IELTS 6.5 or Duolingo 120, then you're in. You don't have to compete for a seat. Okay, so your question about computer science courses, well, this is it here. So if you have good math and English, then I would say, yeah, apply for the regular diploma. Because the only requirements are math and English. And there are deadlines to apply. So if you want to start in September, then your deadline to apply is March 6th. If you want to start in January, deadline to apply is August 28th. Okay, but if your math and English aren't as competitive, then just go for the flex option. So this computer systems certificate and this computer systems diploma, they're each 60 credits. So if you do both of those, it's the same as doing the computer systems technology diploma from the full-time daytime program.
So Michael, I have one question because most of the program for January, I think their deadline is August, right? And usually in Myanmar, so we have IGCS result out only in August, you know, so as soon as the result out and they apply, I think it's going to be quite a rush process. So is it possible, because most of them, they finish their exam around in May, So after that, they can probably get a predicted score from their schools. And then is it possible to get a conditional offer letter with that? And then after that, they got the official transcript, they can apply, they can give it to the schools and then get their final and conditional offer letter.
So we don't actually accept predicted scores at
Okay.
this time,
Okay.
but we do take midterm
A midterm.
grades. So even before they do, they get to their predicted scores, they
Okay.
could be applying just with their midterms.
Okay. Oh, okay. Got it.
So it's even earlier, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I would say that's probably the best thing. is to
Midterm. So
just
with
apply the
midterm, they will
midterms.
probably get a conditional offer.
No, actually, it's a full offer.
A full offer. Okay, got it.
But they might be audited at the end, you know,
Yeah.
before they start the program. So they do have to finish their course. So if you
Got
have, you know, 80% in math 12, and then we accept you, you can't just stop going to class. You have to finish the course because you might be audited, and then we need to see your final grade.
Got it. And also, you know, some student, let's say for September intake, it is usually your deadline is around March. And some student, they, because they are preparing for their IELTS, TOEFL or Duolingo, you know, they are probably taking the exam in March or probably April or sometime May. Is it possible to get, you know, conditional offer letter with their, you know, academic transcript and then give the IELTS or English requirement later and then get the full offer letter? Do you also issue conditional letter or not?
We don't.
Because you don't. Okay.
Yeah, we don't, David, but a program like computer systems technology, there
Okay.
is a deadline.
Okay.
Okay, so March 6th or August 28th, but I would say 80 to 90% of our programs are not competitive.
Yeah.
So this one, general insurance and risk management, there's no deadline.
Oh, okay.
So this one is what we call first qualified, first accepted. So in the School of Business, all of the programs are first qualified, first accepted. There's no competitive programs here.
Got it.
So if you have the English and the math, we accept you. And
Okay.
right now we still have, I don't know, 4 or 5 seats in this general insurance and risk management program.
Got it.
So if you have the math and the English and you apply, you're going to get accepted,
Got it.
even now.
Yeah, if you're done, I have like one more question.
Please.
Could you explain a bit more about the co-op program? Is that where we apply our learning into a working environment, or is that something separate?
No, it is program by program. So not every program has a co-op. Some have an internship, some have a practicum. It is different for every program. So you'd have to tell me which program it is, and then we would have to look at what.
I am interested in the computer science one, computer systems technology, CST.
Okay, that one has a co-op, yeah.
Yeah.
So let me just go back to it here. So when you look at the courses, it's going to show you towards the bottom here. Okay, so co-op work terms. So to be completed after level 2 and before level 3, commencing in January or May. Okay, so if you start in the program in September, you go September to December, January to May. Then you do your co-op May, June, July, August. And then you come back for level 3 in September, and then level 4 in January, and then you're finished.
Additional one. Right now I know I want to be in computer science, but I like don't know which field I want to focus on. So are there like any sort of consultations that I can get once, you know, I'm midway through my term to make sure I know which route I'm going on?
Absolutely. We have a great program advising group at BCIT. So you could either talk with your faculty, with your teachers or the program head, or you can make an appointment with our program advising group. there's lots of support,
What-
you know, to help you make those kind of decisions.
Yeah, that's about it for me. Thank you.
Okay, so
Okay.
in the full-time faculty, there's a couple of different individuals. So Rahul is the program head for and focused on student success. So he's the kind of guy that you would contact and say, you know, I'm not sure what I want to, you know, what I want to focus on. And he would meet with you and you know, you could ask him all kinds of questions. He could tell you a little bit about the different kind of jobs and the work that you would do in the different specializations. Okay.
Right. I think that's now probably all the questions. Is there anything you want to say, Michael?
No, you know, I think I've said pretty much everything, but again, you know, BCIT is I've worked here for it's going on 18 years now, and I'm a believer in the BCIT education model. We are really focused on training people for the jobs that are out there in industry. At one time, people were suggesting that we should, you know, become a university, but we have lots of universities. We don't have many institutes of technology that provide the kind of training that industry needs, right? If you want to do research, you want to do a PhD and discover something new, that's great. And there are great universities to do that. But I think probably 95 to 98% of the population, when they graduate from university or college or an institute of technology, they want to get a job. And that's what BCIT's primary focus is, teaching you the skills that will get you a job. Okay, if our students aren't getting jobs, then we stop teaching certain programs, because if industry doesn't need them anymore, then why should we bother teaching them? It's rare. That doesn't happen very often, but it does happen once in a while, where there's just no need for those jobs anymore. So we're not teaching that program. But the programs that we do teach, we track the postgraduate employment rates, and we know how, you know, how well our students are doing when they graduate, how many of them are finding jobs, how much money they're making. We track that because it's important to us to know that we're successful in helping our students to find jobs. And I'll leave it at that.
Sure. Thank you so much, Michael. I think
Thank you.
Messing, probably I think better if you unmute yourself and ask the questions. Ya, unmute lo video may Jim la.
Yeah, I see there's a request to type the answers in
Yeah.
the chat, but it's that would be a little bit too much. I don't think I could do that. And we're coming to the end of the presentation anyway, I think.
I'm probably requesting her to unmute herself and ask a question if she can. Sembila. I think she cannot probably. Okay. So I think that's it for today's webinar. So thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much, Michael. And
Yep.
thank you so much,
Thanks,
everyone.
everyone.
You know, if you are willing to study at BCIT, we are one of the partner agency of BCIT here in Myanmar. If you want to get admissions, you can always reach out to us. We'll help you with admissions and visa for free of charge. You don't have to pay any service fee in terms of applying to BCIT. And we are also having our event on June 16, our one of the biggest education fair at Pan Pacific Hotel. And I hope to see you there, and you'll be able to consult with our counselor about BCIT in that event as well. Thank you so much, guys.
And yes, September intake, you can still apply.
Awesome.
But you need to apply soon because study permit applications take time.
Yeah. So, by the way, I have last questions. What is the turnaround time for applications?
About a week.
About a week.
Although,
Okay.
David, if there's something if you have an application, an applicant for a particular program, send me an email on the side, apply, and then
Okay.
send me the email on the side. And I'll kind of ask the admission officer to rush it.
Okay. got
I
it.
think this morning I received an email maybe from somebody at your office, was it?
I think yes.
So I wanted to ask if did they submit the application through the portal, because they sent me a lot of documents, but I can't do anything with them. They
Okay,
have to
sure.
apply through the portal. Do you want to stay on and maybe we can meet for?
Yeah, probably after this we can talk a bit after this meeting. Okay. So
Okay,
how
good.
so မေကုန်းနေမရှိရင်ဖတ်လို့ရပြီနော်ကျွန်တော်တို့ဒီမှာနှစ်ယောက်နည်းနည်းလေး meeting လေးရှိမှာမလို့ဗျကျေးဇူးတင်ပါတယ် So webinar ပြီးသွားတဲ့အတွက်ထွက်လိုက်လို့ရပါပြီဗျကျွန်တော်တို့ဒီမှာ agency နည်းနည်း meeting လေးရှိဖို့ဗျကျွန်တော်တို့စနေနေတာ Okay. All good. All good.
So is it, I don't know how to pronounce this name, HSU Su?
Yeah. So yeah.
Okay. So please find and close an application for September 2024.
It is for BC portal, right?
No, this here, let me show you what they just
Okay.
sent me.
Yeah, because honestly, I told them to email you because this is our first application, so I have no clue about how to submit the applications as well.
Okay. So maybe we need to do a little bit of a training session then,
Yeah, sure.
because I can't receive documents.
Yeah, no
I
worries.
can't do anything with them. But what was the program? Let me just go back. Finance diploma.
Diploma of
Okay.
Finance.
And you know what? I think the finance diploma is actually full. So I'm going to suggest that they apply to accounting because it's very close.
Okay.
It's a very similar program. There's also financial planning.
Okay.
So on the website, when you go to the program page, so let's say they're doing accounting, you go to entrance requirements.
Okay.
And this will show you what's required. So
Okay.
English and math. And then you have the button apply now.
Okay.
You have to create a BCIT ID.
Okay.
So you put the student's name. Make sure you put the student's email address,
Okay.
not the company's email address. Okay.
Sure.
Date of birth, because if you put the company email address, then we can't find the student.
Got it.
So
Got it.
And don't worry about this unless they went to high school in Canada or in BC.
Okay.
But then you save and proceed, and there's a couple of more screens you have to fill out. But once you have the ID, then you
Okay.
come and you sign in.
Okay.
You apply for a program.
Okay.
This gives you the instructions.
Okay.
Select the program. It's in business and media, financial planning or accounting.
Diploma of
whichever.
Finance. Okay.
Yeah. Don't choose finance because it's already full.
Got it.
If they apply for that, they're just going to get waitlisted.
Okay. Got it.
Okay, I'm a new applicant. I want to start in the full-time September next. And I met high school English with 67%. No, they're gonna need let's say Duolingo, right? Duolingo 120.
Okay.
math. It's math 11, so Myanmar high school grade 11, 67% average.
All right.
No, I haven't completed any courses, no transfer credit. I declare this is all true. Next page, now you upload
I'll look at
transcripts,
transcript. Okay.
forms. So here's where you would upload your agent form also.
Okay.
David, are you assigned? Do we have you as a signed agent yet, or?
Not yet, because you told me,
Not yet.
so probably you requested me for 2 applications, and after that, we can sign the agreement. That's what you said.
Good, good. And Eva told you where to get the third-party consent form?
Not yet.
So this you need to submit, otherwise we can't, we don't know that it's your student, right?
Got it.
So I'll put this link in the chat for you.
Okay.
So just make sure that with the application, you upload this form.
Sure.
And again, later on, when you say, okay, Eva, these are the 2 students, Eva will go into the students' files folders, and when she sees this form, then she knows it's your student.
Oh, got it. Sure. Thank you.
Okay, so then you just continue on from here. It's just a few more pages, but the staff will have to apply through the website like this. So again, if you want, we could do a different another
Product
quick
training sessions. Yeah.
with your staff.
Yeah, we can probably do it. So let me know when is the earliest and available schedule for you. I can just tell some of our admission team member to attend the training.
Is this time of day okay?
Yeah, it's okay.
Can we do tomorrow?
Tomorrow 8 p.m. same time, like today.
Yeah.
Okay, we can do it.
I could even do it a little bit earlier if you like.
Yeah, it's fine. The earlier the better. It's up to you.
Okay, so can do you want to send me the link, or?
Yeah, it's better if you send a link according to your time, and then I'll tell some of the team member to join the training.
Okay, so. I'll just send it to your email address.
Yes.
So tomorrow at 6 a.m., 6 to 6:30. Okay, just sent it.
Yeah, sure. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, all good.
All right. Thank you for organizing this.
Sure. No worries. Thank you so much, Michael. And hopefully, because BCIT is already quite popular here in Myanmar, and I think even in Myanmar, a lot of agencies, they are not promoting Canada that much. And because we are already partnered with Douglas, Langara, Columbia, we are already working with all these colleges. And I really want to work with BCIT since, like, I've been trying to, chase BCIT since almost more than a year, I think, if I have to say. And finally, I got connected with you, And because I've been getting a lot of inquiries. Yes, so I've been getting a lot of inquiries. I try to work with some of the, super partners such as ApplyBoard. But because their process is very slow, but if we go, because Seneca and BCIT, probably 2 most popular colleges here. So I'll tell you one incident about Seneca, because last year in 2022, we didn't have the agreement with Seneca. So we had no option but what to have to work with some super partners. So we could only do it like 4 to 5 applications a year to them because of the process delay. But as soon as we got a contract last year, we could do it like 17 or 18 students a year. The number jump up because of the agreement.
That's good.
So I hopefully we'll be having official agreement with BCIT, and hopefully we'll be having more students at BCIT from expert. And after that, I'm aiming for other destinations because in Southeast Asia, not only Myanmar, we have office in 8 different countries in Southeast Asia. So I look forward to developing more market with you here. So yeah, because we are a multinational company, so I look after Myanmar and Cambodia market. But we also have 1 office in Thailand, 2 office in Philippines, 2 office in Malaysia, 1 office in Vietnam, 2 office in Indonesia, and also we have an office in Laos as well.
How's
Yeah.
the market in Cambodia?
Cambodia is okay. The Cambodia market is growing, and even though previously we couldn't do that much in terms of that market, but now we have recently, appointed a very, experienced manager who have been in the industries for more than 10 years and who have been working with IDP, and he's going to join with us from this July. And after that, I'm aiming for a very good turnaround in Cambodia as well. So hopefully we can definitely do something. And even that at the moment, so I'll be honest, Cambodia is a very, Australia focused market. But the Australia visa is not always that easy, and also because of all these, immigration policy, GTE process, all these things, application for Australia is very complicated. So now a lot of students, they are opting for different options, and we see Canada as a, something, differentiates market. We can replace, Australia in terms of that market. So I'm going to Cambodia tomorrow because we have our upcoming education fair on June 8th. So June 8th, we are having a fair on Cambodia, June 16th here in Myanmar. And I also have a lot of Myanmar students studying in Singapore. So I'm hosting another event in Singapore on June 23 as well. So, and also we have a lot of students, because of the a bit of situations here, a lot of students from Myanmar, they are thousands of students from Myanmar are studying in Thailand and Singapore. And we are targeting a lot of these students. So I always visit around, do event here in Myanmar and sometime in Singapore, sometime in Thailand, because we usually get a lot of students from this market.
I'll be in Thailand and Vietnam in October. Early October.
Oh, okay. October, I think. Yeah,
So
I'll be
if
here.
there's any opportunity to do something.
Yeah, because in terms of
you.
Cambodia, I think let's do something in Thailand, because Vietnam, I don't look after that market. But in terms of Thailand, I'm also appointing a Burmese counselor to base in Thailand, so to help Burmese students, but also because we already have an established office there. So maybe let me know the exact date when you will be in Thailand. So maybe we can definitely arrange something in terms of Thailand market.
I think I get there on the 26th or 27th of September.
Okay.
And I'm only there for about 5 days.
5 days.
So it could be the 25th or 26th.
September, right?
But I've got something on the 28th and the 29th.
Okay.
And that's the Saturday, Sunday.
Yeah.
Although if necessary, I could do something maybe in the morning.
Okay.
Of the
Just
27th or
you can
28th.
because we already have a very established office there, so we can definitely do something in the office. So just you can just check your schedule and let me know in the earliest time, when is the best possible time for you. I can personally fly from Myanmar to participate in the event, because it's just 1 hour flight from here to Bangkok. So I'll be available there to meet you as well. So we can definitely, do something mixed with Thailand and Myanmar students there.
Okay, good. Would Saturday the 28th be good? It's a Saturday.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. 28th September, right?
Yeah.
Okay, we can do it.
Or the morning of Sunday the 29th.
Saturday will be good.
Saturday morning is okay, because I have to be somewhere at 1 o'clock.
1 o'clock. So I think morning 10 a.m.
10 a.m. would be good.
Okay. Okay.
I usually stay at the Westin.
Okay.
So if you want, I could even get a room at the Westin, like one of the office spaces there. Depends on how many students there are going to be, I guess.
Yeah, got it. So I think give me time till tomorrow. Let me talk to our manager in Thailand as well. So if she's okay with the schedule, I think we can definitely plan something. So I'll confirm all the plan to you by tomorrow.
Great. Okay.
Okay, got it. So okay, thank you so much, Michael, and
Thank
see you tomorrow for the
See you
training.
tomorrow. Okay.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.